and a 2 and a... Hey everybody, Kevin and Ashley here for Mobile Nations. We have just exited from the Amazon event today.
It's very blue on the inside.
It's very blue.
But it was exciting, and there was a lot of different things going on, including the 7-inch Kindle Fire HD. This is a new member of the Kindle family, and it truly is HD. It's really nice.
It is very nice. Resolution on it, I want to say, is 1270 by 800. Look, I got a cheat sheet.
Read the specs. Read the specs, Crackberry Kevin.
So this is the world's most advanced 7-inch tablet, which means it's more advanced than the original.
Yeah, this is the original Kindle Fire. And Kevin obviously licked this because it's really gross.
It's more advanced than this.
It is. This is the Nexus 7, so it's the size comparison here.
And while I've got here, you know, the other big tablet. Because now it's not just a 7-inch Kindle Fire. There's an 8.9-inch, which is quite a bit larger.
You guys have to see this. Amazing. I really love magazine layouts that do it right. So here's Esquire, and when you actually turn the page, it's a really nice animation, and it looks like you're actually looking through a magazine. It gives you the full beautiful layouts, and if it's a full layout, it actually looks like how it would if you were really reading a magazine, which is really nice. Instead of, you know, having one page and then you have to flip to the next one and then you get this other half of a picture and you're like, all right, that's weird. Like a girl's legs and then her face. Like these guys, look, see, you'd only see usually that. And you're like, all right, some legs. Cool. And then you get to the next page, you're like, some chopped in half people. So Calvin Klein will be very happy to see that his ads can now be viewed in full landscape mode.
And really exciting. I mean, we came here today expecting, I think, 2 announcements for sure. One was obviously the update to the traditional Kindle reader, so they introduced Paperweight, which Paperwhite, not
Paperwhite.
I have such problem live blogging it and saying it. Paperwhite.
That is a Freudian slip, my
Paperwhite,
friend. Now we
really
tell us
cool,
how you really feel.
Really cool if you want a traditional Kindle reader experience. They updated the original Kindle Fire to be the new Kindle Fire, which basically looks exactly the same. A little bit better specs and cheaper. It's $159 now instead of $200.
Oh yeah. Well, it's $159, and then the original Kindle is now only $59.
69.
69 from 79. That's right. They went down $10.
It's a lot of Kindles, and then 2 new Kindles, the Kindle Fire HD. So this is your 7-inch, and there's the 8.9-inch. And
a lot of stuff today.
A lot of stuff, and I think the biggest thing that, you know, they tried to drive home, a couple of points, but Bezos was very clear, we make our money not from hardware, we want to make our money from you using the device.
Yeah, you buying stuff on Amazon.com.
And with the original Kindle Fire, I think his takeaway from it was that people said, yes, this is a great tablet, but a great cheap tablet. And he wants to change that message and have it be, we have the best tablet at any price. And he kind of reiterated that several times today.
I love this, by the way. Can I just show people this? Because it's kind of awesome.
X-ray.
This is X-ray, and it's a little bit similar to something we saw with Smart Glass, but this is X-ray. So right now we're watching Hunger Games. You can see here's Jennifer Lawrence, and also Gale, the guy who plays Gale, is on the screen. That's Liam Hemsworth.
What's Gale's name? I wouldn't have known.
I know. See, if Kevin is like, I want to have gorgeous locks like Gale Hawthorne in the Hunger Games, he could actually tap on, when anyone's on the screen at any given time, you can actually tap on it, see who they are, what other movies they've been in, and you can also pull up IMDb, you can read their bio. It's a really cool feature, and they also have X-ray in books as well. So this is, it's really, really neat, and I like it a lot. And they're going to do X-ray in textbooks. There's a lot of things going on with X-ray and all their different partnerships that are happening. So it's really neat.
I think you said on the live blog today, it seems like it's really, they added a lot of context to the whole Kindle experience.
This seems very contextual, just like when you are surfing Amazon.com and it says, hey, customers also bought rubber ducks and a pelican named Jack. It's the same kind of thing, so you're going to get that contextual experience on your Kindle.
I liked in the demo, they did a gaming demo, and then I guess it was like a commercial popped up, or it was an option.
Yeah.
And then basically it was, you know, the character you were playing on the game, they actually sell it in the Amazon store as like a figurine character.
Yeah, and then you
then with one tap, it was like, okay, bought it, it's coming to you.
That makes me nervous because I buy a lot of things, and what's going to happen is they're going to have TV shows at one point. We're going to see this in the future. I'm going to predict. We're going to see TV shows, and you're going to be able to tap on the screen, and then you're going to be able to choose a category like fashion. And I'm going to be able to choose shoes that are on a character, an actress in a show, and I'm going to be able to buy them on Amazon, and I will very quickly go broke. So Kevin, I need a raise.
They won't even be shipped. They'll just be like 3D models.
Exactly.
Right there
I need a raise immediately.
All right. I'll checks in the mail.
All right. Good. Perfect.
Other cool things that they introduced. So I mean, we always get excited about hardware. I think the big thing here is hardware is all really top notch. I mean, high resolution displays on the HDs. They were very adamant about letting us know there's 2 antennas. It's dual antenna. So if you're holding it like this, you don't lose your Wi-Fi's because you need the Wi-Fi.
You can't hold the Kindle wrong.
You can't hold it wrong. There's also it's the first tablet to have MIMO, which is some crazy noise cancellation echo stuff. It takes your echoes and makes them better to learn more.
It uses the echoes instead of it making it interference. It pulls the signal from echoes as well, so you actually get a stronger performance.
Maybe following. I don't know. This is where the tech.
We're not engineers,
and
obviously you can now see that on camera. So you're welcome.
The feature I personally was the most excited about, which is why I would probably buy one of these to have, was the integration now between Kindle books and the audiobooks. So basically, you can be driving in your car listening to an audiobook, and I like to do that sometimes to stay smart. But then it's annoying because then you have to like buy the book and start reading and figure out where you quit listening. And now it's kind of merged into one, so you could quit listening, go eat dinner, go sit on the couch, pick up your Kindle,
switch to text.
Switch to text, be left right there. Or you could have Sam Jackson start reading to you.
You could in fact have Samuel L. Jackson read you a book. Pretty awesome. I really like, for me, I think my favorite feature is at the press conference, Jeff Bezos said that it's not anymore about just the hardware. It's basically about ecosystem. And this is where everything is going. It's all about services. And so this very much fits into that, that mentality, that motto. And it's really exciting to see these kinds of offerings. I really think this is the first step in a golden age of mobile technology where ecosystems clash instead of individual devices.
That's true, and it's happening already.
It's already happening.
And I like what they're doing too in terms of, they talked about a lot of stuff today, because we didn't talk about this. Kindle time. So this is pretty brilliant, because if you have kids.
This is the longest video ever, we're sorry.
Okay, this is how
Continue.
we roll.
This is really interesting if you have
Mobile
children.
Nations, we keep the fun in tech blogging.
Yeah.
We can't say we don't like it.
We put the fun in technology, even though you can't find any of those letters.
Off topic.
Okay. Continue, Kevin, please.
No, so Kindle time, if you have kids, right, and it's like, hey, daddy, hey, mommy, can I play with your whatever, iPad, Kindle, pick your tablet. It's like, sure. So then kids end up playing games and everything else, and you got to pry out their fingers.
Okay.
So with Kindle time.
So I'm a kid, and you're my parent, and I'm like, I know I've been playing video games for the last 3 hours.
It's a problem.
But I really like Jetpack Joyride, and I don't want to do anything else.
So I say, do your homework.
No.
But if you want to do your homework, you can play it for 30 minutes.
Well, okay, that's fine.
And then you're done. But I could say, but if you want to read books instead of play the game, you can read all the books you want.
Great, thanks.
So then basically you have the ability to set time limits, but not just a time limit on the display being turned on, literally by content type, whether it's videos, books, or something else.
Games,
apps,
movies, all different kinds of things. So it's a really neat way to say, okay, well, I want to encourage you to read on this because this is a great piece of technology and you're a kid, but on that same note, you say, I don't necessarily, while we love Half-Brick and Jetpack Joyride, we don't necessarily want your kids playing Jetpack Joyride 6 hours a night. So
if we come in on the UI, because we've been like sort of giving it a glowing review, and it is really, there's a lot to rave about. The one thing that bugs me still, and Steph, who's filming here, thanks Steph, we were discussing it. Some of the UI stuff. Now, Amazon
it seems a little delayed.
Well, no, it's inconsistent, right? It's really, the Amazon experience is about, you get into an app or a book or a game and you do something for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So it's not that important to do this whole jumping around a million times
But
thing.
in this...
So for example, here, I'm like, well, as a playbook guy, I'm like, how do I get home?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, where's the home button? I don't see one. But over here, the UI queue is this little thing. You have to know to then go back home. But then once you're home, okay, I'm here. There's a little leg there. They've added this favorite stock, so you can tap that and you can stick some favorites to the bottom, which is good. And let's say we're going into a book. So I'm going to read a book now. Is that 50 Shades of Grey on here? I haven't read that yet, but I hear it's got some
interesting things.
Some interesting things I can learn. So now I'm in a book. It's like, well, I can't swipe. Where's that little tab? Oh, it's not there. No, what do I have to do? Actually, I got to tap
the title
there, and then it comes. So I'm like, there's these little UI things that I find not as intuitive as they should be for a device.
It's not uniform.
It's not uniform, right? You have to use your eyes more than just instinct to know where to go all the time.
Well, it makes you smarter then.
It does make you
because you're
smarter.
using your eyes and you're not just reacting instinctively.
But overall, let's look at the back here. You can see the change.
Love the soft plastic. You have the stereo speakers now with Dolby.
That's right. Another thing where they didn't skimp on hardware.
Really nice.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be. I mean, the original Kindle Fire has been doing really well.
They're kicking us out now, so we're going to wrap it up.
Shut it down.
Lots of great things today at the Amazon event. More information, you can head over to AndroidCentral.com, and you can be sure we'll be talking about this more and more as each device ships.
There we go.